Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome over here to the biggest event of this year in Dascar and also one of the biggest and the last event of 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you here to the 2014 Dascar Christmas Royals. It is gonna be a knockout series race, and I will tell you this, if you haven't seen the previous events, this is the third time we do this. What you are going to expect are not very many tracks or cars on the racetrack. However, still a lot of close racing, people kicking each other out of the event, and cars flying high through the air and crashing hard. That is what you can expect over here, ladies and gentlemen. These are the Christmas Royals. We're going to start in a few moments with the first two cars. Now, how will this work? We're gonna have two cars on the racetrack. They will drive for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, if both are still on track, there will be another car added, which will be, I will not tell you yet. I will also not tell yet who's the last person. We have done qualifying, and it is already certain who's gonna be the 40th driver to enter, because yes, indeed, we have turned around the qualifying results. So the person who is in 40th will start together with the person who's in 39th. Then the third entry will be a person who qualified in 38th, and that's how we're going to continue. So we're going to see over here first the 26 car of Anna Gregg the 2 car of Anna Gregg and the 26 car of Rose Hammond on the racetrack. Let's start quickly, and if there are any things I haven't explained, which is very likely, you will hear that later. But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get this thing started right now. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We have the 26 car of Rose Hammond on the pole. Next to her is Anna Gregg in the 2 car. But of course, the starting grid doesn't really matter. It doesn't even matter in what position you are in after a few minutes or after 10 laps, because we have put this to 10 laps. But we will not reach those 10 laps because 3 minutes is around 4 to 5 laps. So, ladies and gentlemen, when these guys cross the start-finish line, these girls, I should even say, there are a lot of women in there. We are gonna get this thing started. 3 minutes. By the way, Top 2000 is on. That's the music you hear in the background, if you can even hear it. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Rose Hammond and Anna Gregg, what are they going to do? Are they going to keep it calm, or are they going to wreck each other? The green flag is out, and the timer is on. 3 minutes of racing with these two drivers. Just for you guys to know, with 2 cars, it is not very likely that there is going to be a wreck. With 3 cars, not very likely as well, but it might of course be always possible. 4 cars is already a lot more likely. With 5 cars, I would say more than half of the times there's going to be a wreck. With 6 cars, it is possible. We have seen 7 cars on the racetrack. 6 cars, it might be very, very likely. It might be very... Oh, they even make contact already. That's how tense this is. These guys are pumped up, I can tell you that. So when are you eliminated from this thing? You can see the yellow line on the bottom. There's the yellow line again. If you go below the yellow line with 4 wheels, you are out. And on the coming out of turn number 4, it looks a little bit different. Anna Gregg and Rose Hammond, they are racing very close. Also, if you go off track over there on the outside, well, if you go off track on the turns, you're gonna fly. If you go over here, you're just going on the grass. 4 tires off the track, outside, you're also out. As Anna Gregg in the number 2 car goes to the lead, we have 1 minute and 44 seconds to go. There's the white line on the inside. That looks a little bit different. It will go on in the yellow line, but even that white dotted line on the inside, if you cross that thing, you're also out. And that's only till the pit entry, starting from exit of turn number 4. So everybody, be prepared. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. It goes by pretty quickly, I can tell you that. We're going to have the first 10 entries in here, people who qualified 40th till 31st. And then 30th will be in the next video. This video will consist of 4 or 5 parts, depending on, I think, well, most likely will be 5 parts, but depending on how many drivers survive after the last person has been, because once again, 40th till 31st in this part. Second part will be 30th till 21st. The third part will be 20th till 11th, and then 10th till first will be the last segment. So these two cars, if they want to survive till the end of the event, they will have to survive for 38 segments. 39 maybe, even. I'm not really calculating that, but the person who qualified in first, that person only has to survive for one segment, and then it's already in the finale, because we'll have a finale of just 10 laps. Plane racing, it does matter where you finish, or, well, eventually you have to win the thing, so I hope everything is clear for you. Well, for me it is, sort of. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost done over here with this segment. We're going to welcome the 44 car next. Eric Powers in the 44 will be entry number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again over here with our second round over here. This is gonna be, by the way, just for you guys to know, the 44 car is starting in 3rd position. Of course, qualifying doesn't matter as well where you start. So you can see suddenly the new entry right on the pole. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. 3 cars on the racetrack. They're running pretty far apart. I'm really wondering what these guys are gonna do. There are 2 possibilities. If there are multiple cars on the racetrack, either you're going to try to eliminate somebody, or you're going to try to just survive. And you know that it's gonna. Well, you know what? We don't know what everybody is deciding to do. So 26 car in the lead now. That is Rose Hammond, of course. Here comes the 2 car of Anna Gregg. Well, I think she's gonna try to make a move on Rose Hammond soon, but the 44 car is also trying to pull out. But of course, on the outside you cannot pass over here. So here comes Anna Gregg. When is she gonna make a move, or is she gonna try to wreck the 26 car, Rose Hammond? I'm pretty sure after this race there's gonna be a lot of tempers. Also, for you guys to know, ignore the injury thingies, because, well, you are gonna see wrecks which are not very realistic. So entry number 38 on the racetrack. They are going single file over here. Big train of cars. Here comes the 44 car to the inside. Of course, it is always possible that there's gonna be, that there's gonna be 3 wide with only 3 cars on the racetrack. Actually, it's very likely. We have seen 5 wide, 6 wide before. So another thing which I haven't mentioned yet, I'm pretty sure there are more things, but I think everything will be clear when we continue throughout the season. Of course, we only do this once, so it is all a little bit tricky. I have to test everything again, but of course a new mod as well, new cars. Here comes the 44 car, gonna try to make it to the inside. Here comes Anna Gregg though. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Turn number 3 and 4, that is. So of course my concentration is a little bit away, but, well, that will come back in a few moments. 20 seconds to go in this segment, then we'll have another entry. Of course, the more cars there are on the racetrack, the bigger the chance that the wreck will happen. Of course, in the beginning we have to get it going again, get a little bit more cars, but eventually when there are 4, 5, 6 cars on the racetrack, the chance that the wreck will happen are very likely. And only if it might be possible that only one... Oh, that was time, by the way. Just kidding. Next up will be the number 50 car of Dom Caps. He will be entry number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the 50 car of Dom Caps on the racetrack. A driver who has been gone and back again for a couple of times now. So very interesting. Not sure what he is exactly doing. So Dom Caps, at least he and both him and Nick Caps are in here. Nick Caps will come much later, 3rd part. So Dom Caps, Anna Gregg, and now there are 4 cars on the racetrack. So it's gonna get a little bit dicey over here at some times. And Anna Gregg seems like she still has something for Dom Caps left over here. Maybe an early rivalry, might be possible. And now she's gonna make the move on Dom Caps to on the inside. Rose Hammond and Eric Powers are in the back over there. They're you can see they're running a little bit further behind, and that might as well be smart. But well, only 4 cars on the race. Oh, now they aren't anymore. But it might be possible that you're gonna see cars lagging a little or hanging a little bit in the back, or maybe trying to go to the front as quickly as possible and stay there, just to avoid people getting caught up in somebody else's mess, or maybe, well, getting turned by anybody else. Then you should be in the rear of the field. But it is, of course, not certain that you are safe over there. You are nowhere safe on this racetrack. Dom Cabs, Eric Powers almost made contact over there. Eric Powers, one of the newer drivers, actually one of the many rookies in the series who have never been in one of my series. Of course, we know Mason Powers, his teammate, has. He's now in the Phillips Cup series. And Rose Hammond in 26 car, part of Jane Pinter's team. Also pretty new. And they make contact. And here we go. 2 cars off the track. First 2 cars who are out of this event. Eric Powers and the 26 car. These 2 cars on the racetrack, that's what I forgot to mention. If a wreck happens, we have immediately stopped it. So these guys, well, not immediately, but they will continue for a little bit longer, half a lap, and if they are done, then still alright, we will stop the segment and we will continue to the replays, ladies and gentlemen. The first crash of today, and after that we will have our 5th entry, 2 cars out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show you what happened over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. The first 2 cars to have been eliminated from the 2014 Christmas Royals over here are the 26 car of Rose Hammond, who caused everything and eventually took out both herself and Eric Powers in the 44 car. There Eric Powers gets turned by Rose Hammond, and as soon as you hit the apron, you're just gonna fly. Here you see the car almost tips over. But as soon as they go off the racetrack, here you can see them sideways, and this point they are out. At that point, cars flying through the air. Gonna be a big nose landing for Rose Hammond actually, as well as for the 44 car. There Rose Hammond's cars flying. This is something you're gonna see quite often over here in the Royals. And that's why this event is also big, and very exciting to watch. Rose Hammond, Eric Powers. Rose Hammond has been surviving the longest from these 2 drivers, but it's only she has only survived for 2 segments. So, yeah. The person who has been surviving now for the most segments is the 2 car of Anna Gregg, who has survived for 3 segments now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get another view over here. Not sure what is a good camera. We're not gonna get any onboards, well, maybe later, but not now. Here you see 2 cars, contact, and off the racetrack, flying through the air. And there's a big dent over there in the ground, so hard into the wall they go. So these 2 cars are still left, Anna Gregg and the 50 of Dom Cabs. They have survived it. Next up will be the 45 car of Hayden Jefferson, also a very new name to the series. He's gonna be driving in next segment when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. 2 cars are out. Eric Powers and Rose Hammond are out, and now we have we welcome a new driver, which is Hayden Jefferson in number 45 car. Hayden Jefferson, together with his teammate Mason Jefferson, this is the first time they have been in one of my series. I'm not sure if they are new in Dascar, I think as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Teammate Mason Jefferson is going to be very late, and here we got the 45 on the racetrack, Hayden Jefferson. Dom Cabs right behind him. And there's Anna Gregg. She's laying a little bit back, taking it a little bit easier, thinking, well, you know, let those guys figure it out, maybe wreck each other, now we'll be left. Of course, she's the longest surviving driver, and actually she's one of the drivers who has the most experience in these Royals, because this is the 3rd time as well that she has done this, I believe, actually. I'm not 100% sure. There are, of course, people who are well known in Dascar who are not in this thing. Here comes Dom the Cabs to the inside. And after this segment, we're already almost halfway home through this segment. So yes, it goes pretty quickly. There's that white line, which I meant the most right dotted line, which Domcaps is now driving underneath. But here it is all right. There it goes on into the yellow line. Person whose idea is this actually? You may wonder. Well, I think most of you guys know it. John Cindino also has done it, but Seth Cole is is pretty much the brain behind this Royals. He names it the Royal Rumble. Of course, here it's called the Christmas Royals because it's only with Christmas. So, name I thought of myself, but the concept is from Seth Cole, and I'm very, very pleased that Seth Cole is also in this thing. He's gonna be coming in the third part as well. So his teammate Alex May is coming in the third part. Excuse me. Seth Cole is coming in this part. He's gonna be at the end of this part. So Seth Cole, your NNSCR president. 44 seconds to go. Nothing has happened. Surprisingly, not really. Of course, only 4 cars on the racetrack. So, but nothing has happened so far. 45 car is in the lead at the moment. Of course, this is one of the 2 paint schemes. He's the only driver to have 2 schemes, simply because they are reversed. So I thought, well, you know what? Alright, let's have this 45 car reversed paint scheme as well. Will be for the endurance race, which I'm not sure when I will do it actually. So I'm not even 100% sure yet if I am going to do a Philips Cup Series endurance race now. So you may have to wait for that a little bit later. But there's going to be a Philips Cup Series endurance race in the next holiday then, or maybe in the test week, or if I feel like it. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is up, which means the next driver is going to be on the racetrack, which is also a very new name to Dascar. Henry Cavanaugh in the number 6 car, hope I pronounced it right, will be your next entry. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with our next entry, the 6th car of Henry Cavanaugh. Oh! Contact in front of him. Almost wrecked over the Anna Gregg, and that is Hayden Jefferson. So, well, they survived it. Lucky for them. Or barely survived it, but Henry Cavanaugh. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. Cavanaugh? Cavanaugh? No, I'm not sure. If I pronounced it wrong, please tell me before the next his teammate is. Oh man, 17 car Mike Cavanaugh that is, and he's gonna be in the next part. So, if you tell me before. Right after this part, and before tomorrow I would say, I might change it, and otherwise I will do it for the long race, so apologies in advance. But my goodness, these guys are aggressive as heck. They almost wrecked once again, and Dom Gaps is even thinking like, whoa, hang on over there, I'm gonna stay in the back over here, or not. Or not. Of course, 4 cars, last time we had 4 cars on the racetrack, you know what happened, and it might happen as well over here. 1 minute and 1 minute and 53 seconds to go. Good grief. Henry Cavanaugh is now in the lead. Started all the way in the back, and now he's worked himself into the lead in 2 laps. So of course, it doesn't really bring him much, except for that he's now up front and he's gonna try to run away, which is difficult. Yeah. If you are deciding to say, well, I want to survive this thing and either hang out in the front or the back, I would choose for the back, because then you are safe. Dom Caps, very smart driving by him. Of course, it's still early, but these guys just want to have a lot of fun. What is on the line? Well, a spot in the Philips Cup Series Season 8. So, I haven't checked that actually. But if you win this event, the Royal Rumble, no, the Christmas Royals, if you win that, Dom Caps almost got out. You get a reserve spot for the Philips Cup Series Season 8. When is that going to start? I'm not sure. A few months, so... Very late. Will be the could be actually the last Philips Cup Series. So, 49 seconds left, and still these guys are pumping. They are trying to wreck each other very, very hard. And Dom Caps, he now has enough of hanging in the back. He's gonna try to make something happen. There, Henry Cavanaugh, as quickly as he went to the front, he's now in the back. So Anna Gregg and the 45 car, they have already made some contact. They have already seen, well, actually only Anna Gregg has already seen some cars flying. Survived for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this is, she has survived 4 segments. This is a 5th segment of her. So once again, it's gonna be very, very difficult for her if she wants to make it till the end of the Royals. So, Anna Greg. There. Oh, there was a time. I'm not paying attention to that. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, the next entry will be the 83 car of Nick Pericles. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 is the number of cars on the racetrack. We have 5 cars over here for the first time this Royals. And you all can tell this is gonna be a big thing. The chance of a wreck happening is very, very big, I can tell you that. We got an 83 car of Nick Pericles in his, whatever this car is. I completely forgot it actually. Haven't really paid attention to it. On the racetrack. So Nick Pericles, of course, well known in Dascar. Dom Caps in the 50 car almost wrecked himself. As well as the 83 car and the 6 car. And probably Anna Greg would have been involved in this thing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, they are gonna see that for 3 minutes long. If they survive this, we're gonna have 6 cars on the racetrack the next segment. This is insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. Hayden Jefferson over here in the lead now. Nick Pericles. I'm not sure actually how many drivers he has signed. Oh, 2 cars, of course. A new driver, Ryder Smith, is also part of his team. Ryder Smith is gonna be in the second video, so. Nick Pericles. Well, he's on the inside, and it seems like the outside lane is working pretty well actually there with Henry Kavanaugh and Anna Greg. Still on the racetrack. 5 cars. Dom Cap's probably scared the heck out of that. Well, out of himself. Almost wrecking. And he said, well, hang on over here. I'm gonna drive the high line. Take it a little bit easier. Smart thing to do, of course. Because the chance that the wreck happening now is, I think, I would say around 80%. I think every time with 2 cars is 20%. With 4 cars is like 40%. No, 3 cars is 40%. 5 cars is 60%. 4 cars I've missed now. 4 cars is 60%, 5 cars is 80%, 6 cars, oh, 90% or something, I would say. Of course, it can be... Oh, there we go! They saved it! They saved it once again! Anna Greg and Nick Pericles. That was brutal. What a brutal move over there. Tapping her right rear. Anna Greg saves it once again. Man, she has already had to save this thing for a couple of times. We'll go up front. Here's the battle for the lead between Henry Kavanaugh and Hayden Jefferson, 2 of the brand new drivers in the series. Hopefully they're gonna like this thing, and maybe we'll see them more often in Dascar. My goodness, 27 seconds to go. Then we'll have our 6th entry, if nobody wrecks. Only if. And you can see how only 5 cars on the racetrack, how exciting that can be. Absolutely. Neil Diamond. Oh yeah. 5 cars. Now we got a train over here forming. 6 seconds to go. They seems like they're gonna survive this thing. Yes, they are. Ladies and gentlemen, the next entry will be 43 car Mason Powers. Already the second Powers over here. Entry number 8, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 cars on the racetrack. It is Mason Powers in the number 43 car, who's the new driver. And already he got the Nick Pericles on his rear bumper. This is gonna get very tense. Chances once again of a wreck, I would say 90%. So Mason Powers, his new car. He's the newest one, and he's now right on the inside of the person who has been on the track the longest. 3 wide for the lead. Are they gonna make it? Oh, now they have to look out, and 2 cars are out because they went below that dotted line. No crash, but they are out. However, we will not stop the segment because there hasn't been a wreck yet. Only if a crash happens, then we will stop the segment. Means they can still eliminate other drivers. Contact! Nick Pericles and also I think Mason Powers, which would mean that's the second Powers out of this thing, so not very successful for them. Boxing in Dom Caps over there. Are they gonna take out others as well? Or are they gonna say, well, we have made a mistake and this will be it for us? Are they gonna go below the yellow line or below the dotted line as well? Once again, we're not sure. Belgian song over here. Top 2000. We are now with song 1299, so we've just passed the 1300 Neil Diamond it was. So we'll continue till, well, New Year's Eve. Midnight as soon as the clock strikes 12 and 2015 begins. 1 minute left, a little bit more than that. 1 minute and 18 seconds. And the 43 car is now gonna chase down the 2 car. Is he gonna turn an Greg around? And there, well, over here, the 6 car and the 38 car are battling it out. Henry Kavanagh still on the racetrack. Close, close, close. This is a 6 car pack. 2 cars will be gone, but of course 1 car will be added. Means we will have a 5 car pack still in a few moments. So, of course, the excitement only ends when there's like such a big wreck that 4 or 5 cars are out, and then we'll have only 2 or 3 cars left. Then it will take a little bit of time before we have as many cars on the racetrack as we have now. Nick Pericles in the 83 car now chasing down the 2 car. I'm gonna get a replay, by the way, in a few moments, so if you don't believe me, I will prove you that these cars went below the dotted line. I'm pretty sure it's obvious. Although the 43 car is a little bit less obvious though, I think. I'm not even sure, but 21 seconds to go. Seems like the 2 drivers who have gone below the dotted line are not able to take out any more drivers, or not willing to take out any more drivers. 10 seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, are we gonna have 5 cars? Yes, I think so. Unless something happens now. No, ladies and gentlemen, 5 cars next. But first we're gonna take a look at the replays. Here we go. What happened? 2 cars are now out. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are back again. This is what happened over here. I'm not sure if we can get a better camera angle. I think this one is actually pretty well. So here we go. Nick Pericles was the first one. He went really, really low. Then we're gonna see, there we see, pretty much proof that he's out. When below the dotted line, he continued driving over there. And this one is a lot closer. But let's see if we go to the 45 car to his left side. There you can see clearly the 43 car went below the yellow line. Now he's on the yellow or the dotted line, and now he's below it. So also let's have an onboard with Nick Pericles. So there you see. This is a pretty cool song actually. I still like it. It's a little bit less visible over here, but well, let's see the rear over here. Yeah, it's pretty obvious actually that Nick Pericles went below the yellow line. Also, Mason Powers in the 43 car went below the yellow line. So that's a shame, a big shame for them. Already out right now, Mason Powers in his pretty much his first segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 cars are out. We'll have another car added, of course, which is the number 60 car of Sean Howell, entry number 9, and the one to last segment of today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 60. Ladies and gentlemen, entry number 9 over here, Sean Howell in number 60 car. One of the drivers who has the most experience in this. I mean, like, in what race did Sean Howell not be? I think he has been in pretty much every single race I did. Maybe except a few special events. But I can't remember him being injured. So he has been in Phillips Cup Series Season 1, Daytona 500, and ever since he has signed up for every Phillips Cup Series race, for every Gulf Super Speedway Series race, he has become a champion in there. He is the Dirt Ring Series Season 1 or 2, Season 1 champ, I think, as well. So Sean Howell, a lot of experience for this man, and he once again behind the wheel of a car over here, which is from the 90s. So with Royal Purple, I think, as sponsor. By the way, Top 2000 is now at the moment new, so I turn it a little bit softer. I'm not sure if we're gonna get phone. There we go. Grandma. No, actually not. My grandma is not feeling very well, so I will keep an eye on that, but that will come later. Ladies and gentlemen, 60 car, Sean Howell. He has been. Oh, that was very close with Anna Gregg over there, and also Hayden Jefferson. Still in the thing. Hey, Anna Gregg she has almost survived. Oh, close. Almost went very wrong over there. After this, there's only one more driver coming, and Anna Gregg. Oh, that was almost an elimination. Perfect elimination. She's the person who has been longest in it, and as soon as um, Rex will write down how many how many segments she has survived, because that will also be a prize. I'm not sure what, but there will be a prize for that. I think. But Anna Gregg in the number 2 car with 1 minute to go, exactly 1 minute actually when I looked on that thing. It's 5 o'clock over here, so pretty early still. Anna Gregg trying to hunt down the 45 car of Hayden Jefferson, while these guys are battling it out. Henry Kavanagh and Dom Caps, Sean Howell in there as well. As you can see, what are the manufacturers actually? There are a lot of different manufacturers. We got a Camaro, we got a Ford Taurus, we got a Ford Mustang, we got, I don't know what in the world this is, Buick over here. So, spread out, 5 cars, no crash. We only have seen 1 crash today, which is very surprising, but of course, I think it might heat up a little bit more. I'm not even 100% sure, but we'll see. But we got 13 seconds to go, and then we'll welcome one of the biggest names actually in this race field. And of course, you already know, I have said it, the person who is the brain behind the Royal Rumble and also this Christmas Royals. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Seth Cole is your next and last entry. Here we are with Seth Cole in the number 88 car on the track, and we have 6 cars once again. Either we're going to have an amazing field the next segments when we come back tomorrow, or we're gonna end this thing with a very, very big bang. 6 cars on the racetrack. Seth Cole once again the brain behind this thing. I've said it a couple of times. I'm so pleased that this is actually the first time he has been in one of my series. I'm now also in the Snickers Cup series, which is also an NSCRA series. I'm not sure if Seth Cole does that, but well, we all know Seth Cole, and he is the biggest name of the NR 2003 community. Also, I was in the only, I think his Royal Rumbles, the first ever Royal Rumbles, was the only segment or the only race I've ever been in from the NNSC race, simply because I cannot follow that many races. And as soon as I think, whoa, I had it a couple of times, I think, whoa, I want to be in an NNSCRA, and then suddenly all the sign-ups were full. That is all because they do that in the evening, and in the evening it's midnight over here, and I'm asleep then, so. But it doesn't really matter. Ooh, Seth Cole gets taken out over there, and he is done. It is... My goodness, Dom Caps, what a gutsy move over there. Takes out Seth Cole. Wow, that's quite insane over here. And Seth Cole, let's see what he will do. He will continue racing. And Dom Caps, I think Dom Caps is not even ready yet. He thinks, well, I want to have this thing end with a bang, but he should look out, because I think Seth Cole is not going to be very happy with him now. Here comes the 60 car to the inside, Sean Howell, Dom Caps, and there Henry Kavanagh as Anna Gregg glitch. Anna Gregg glitching once again. Anna Gregg is all the way to the front. She's running away, and Seth Cole thinks, well, maybe just to save a little bit of glory after being taken out already in the first segment he is in. Anna Gregg, I think he's gonna say, well, I want to get to the front over here and finish this segment in the lead. So we'll see what he can do. Of course, it doesn't really make any difference if he's in the second or in the lead, except for maybe personal difference. But his number 88 Nissan is out, and we will not see him back again in part number 2. But so far, it seems like everybody else will be back in part number 2. So, I'm really surprised. We have only seen 1 crash today. So, 20 seconds to go. Here he goes, Seth Cole. Can he make it happen? Can he pass Anna Gregg with 15 seconds to go? Or is he gonna wreck her? That might be possible as well. 9 seconds to go. Will it be enough? Will it be enough or not? I don't think so. I don't think so. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. The time is up, and the phone is ringing again almost. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done over here. It doesn't matter what happens now. Thank you very much for watching part number 1 of the 2014 Dascar Christmas Royals. We're gonna be with part number 2. The next entry will be Sonic Course in the number 8 car. Maybe she's gonna watch tomorrow. We're not 100% sure if she's gonna be here. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you then with part 2 over here of the 2014 Dascar Christmas Royals. That was very much fun saying, well, I'll see you tomorrow. But then I just realized, oh damn, I haven't really shown a replay of Seth Cole's incident. But gonna be a short one over here. I think it's pretty obvious that he went off the racetrack. But we have to take a look at Dumbcaps. There goes Seth Cole, he's done. Dumbcaps stays on the racetrack, almost Hayden Jefferson off the track over there. So come on, baby. Twist and shout. We gotta end this thing with twist and shout. That is the dotted line where Seth Cole went below, and that has eventually resulted in him being not in the series anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Now we're really going, and we'll see you tomorrow with the next entry being entry number 11, Sonic Wars in the 8 car. Anna Greg, so far the person who has survived the most segments, 9 segments in total. 6, 7, 8, 9 segments indeed. Anna Greg has survived, so holding the record of today. Only one crash with 2 cars flying upside down. Rose Hammond and Eric Powers. That was 5 cars in total are out of this thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, actually, I'm doubting. Of course, the 83 is also out. So, well, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. This takes far too long. 2014 Dascar Christmas Royals.